Welcome to Radio Veritas Asia News. This is Shirly Benedictos, and these are the headlines this week. Pope Francis thanked Vatican-accredited journalists for their constancy and patience. Malaysian bishops gather for a regional assembly. Conference of Catholic Bishops of India plans for Indian Catholics' unique ID. Pakistani human rights activist receives International Religious Freedom Award. Antipolo Cathedral in the Philippines declared as an international shrine.
Radio Veritas Asia, the voice of Asian Christianity. Radio Veritas Asia mobile app offers services in English and 21 Asian languages. Download the Radio Veritas Asia app. To get more videos from Radio Veritas Asia, comment, like, and share.
Pope Francis thanked Vatican-accredited journalists for their constancy and patience. Pope Francis met all the members of the International Association of Journalists in the Vatican on January 22, and he thanked them for their constancy and patience in building bridges of knowledge and communication instead of divisions and dividends. He acknowledged all the journalists who have traveled with him on his apostolic journeys in different countries, and he apologized for taking them away from their families, from playing with their children, and from spending time with their husbands or wives. He also thanked them for the delicacy they often show in speaking about the scandals of the Church with respect for the victims. The Holy Father also said the work requires subtlety of spirit and journalistic skills with testimony even before using words to communicate Vatican events. Malaysian bishops gather for a regional assembly. The 113th Plenary Assembly of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, held from January 8 to 12 at Bukit Mertajam, addressed the topic of the Regional Assembly of Malaysian Bishops in 2024. The assembly participants praised the spiritual conversation method introduced at the 16th Ordinary General Assembly of the Synod of Bishops in October 2023, which emphasizes listening over speaking. 9 bishops from 9 dioceses, Archbishop Wojciech Zaluski, the Apostolic Nuncio of Malaysia, Cardinal Giorgio Marengo, Apostolic Prefect of Ulaanbaatar, Father William Larus, Assistant to General Secretary of the Federation of Asian Bishops' Conferences, or FABC, and Father Friar Derek Yap, OFM, President of the Conference of Religious Major Superiors, attended the meeting, and each bishop presented their diocesan assemblies in 2023. Conference of Catholic Bishops of India plans for Indian Catholics' unique ID. In the near future, Indian Catholics will receive through an app a unique identification number similar to the Aadhaar card, a 12-digit unique identity number based on biometric data from the Indian government. Deputy Secretary General of the Conference of Catholic Bishops of India, Father Stephen Alathara, shared the news while inaugurating a diocesan administration course for Vicar Generals and Chancellors at Shanti Sadan in Benaulim, Goa, Western India on January 23. The Catholic Connect app will facilitate the generation of distinctive identification numbers for Catholics in India, and these unique IDs will serve a dual purpose, enabling individuals to access a variety of Catholic Church services, while at the same time fostering communication among parishes and dioceses. A unique ID is optional, but those who create an account can find it extremely useful, and the system will allow migrant workers and students to connect with the Church when they need assistance, particularly in emergencies. Pakistani human rights activist receives International Religious Freedom Award. Peter Jacob, a human rights activist and a Catholic layman from Pakistan, together with his NGO Center for Social Justice, or CSJ, received the International Religious Freedom Award from the U.S. Department of State Office of International Religious Freedom for his faithful efforts to help religious minorities in Pakistan on January 19. He made it his personal mission to advocate for the rights of marginalized religious communities and religious freedom. In October 2014, he founded CSJ in Lahore, Pakistan, to combine seasoned experts in development and peace building, law, human rights, and journalism. CSJ, dedicated to advancing democracy and social justice, publishes annual reports entitled Human Rights Observer. Antipolo Cathedral in the Philippines declared as an international shrine. The Antipolo Cathedral, or the National Shrine of Our Lady of Peace and Good Voyage in the Philippines, was declared as the first Southeast Asia's international shrine on Friday, January 28. The Apostolic Nuncio to the Philippines, Archbishop Charles Brown, presided over the ceremony, which was attended by more than 80 bishops from around the country. In his homily, the Archbishop said, "For us Catholics, it is not a matter of choosing the sacramental life of the Church versus popular piety. It is never a question of choosing one." The Virgin of Antipolo is the patron saint of travelers and migrants, and the nuncio reminded bishops and government officials to protect overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs. Archbishop Brown explained that the phenomenon of popular piety is important in the Church, specifically to non-practicing Catholics who still have a wonderful and beautiful connection to the Church. Thanks for watching Radio Veritas Asia News. Download the Radio Veritas Asia app for more Asian Church news.